Hi, my name is Misha Goldrick and this is my BCM325 Digital Artefact beta. The fundamentals of my digital artifact have essentially remained the same. My project will still focus on social media and its role in the film industry, and I will still post my findings in a 3-part blog series, each post containing around 500 words. However, in my pitch, I stated that I would examine social media as a marketing tool. While this is an important element of the relationship between social media and the film industry, and I've briefly discussed it in my first blog post, I've chosen to shift the core focus of my DA. I intend to focus my DA more on the culture of social media and how it's impacting the production and storytelling aspects of filmmaking. In the peer critiques, Josephine suggested that I should tighten the focus of my concept regarding social media impacts. Admittedly, the concept I stated in my pitch was broad, as I did not have a true idea as to what specific areas of my topic I would discuss. In Josephine's comment, she asked whether I would be discussing the future of social media's impact on promotion and production of new films, or how social media can manipulate an audience's perceptions of a film. Personally, I don't think that these ideas are entirely separate. Audiences often echo what they see and hear on social media, whether they've seen the film or not. Filmmakers and studios will see this reaction, which will impact how they produce and promote new films to please consumers. Thanks to Josephine's clarifications, these concepts will factor into my research. I've long deliberated on how I would actually structure my 3 blog posts and which topics I would explore in each. This is ultimately the reason as to why I have altered my production timeline as presented in my pitch. The first blog post of my series has been posted and gives a brief introduction to the world of social media and how it's been utilized by film creators to both create and promote their product. I give some background on the role social media has played on culture to help me speculate how culture will shift in the next 5 to 10 years. My second blog post will focus on how social media impacts film production, and my third post will explore how it shapes storytelling. I will examine some case studies for the latter 2 posts. It's through the latter 2 blog posts that I will attempt to address the short and medium-term future of social media and the film industry. As we've progressed through the semester, I believe I have a greater understanding of the lecture content and how I can apply the course material to my DA. Part of my research for my DA will explore the emergence of social media as its own cyberculture. Evidently, cyberculture of social media has essentially become an extension of our reality, and the ability to instantly communicate and collect information has a direct impact on our now rapidly shifting culture. I will also use Wendell Bell's framework of the possible, the probable, and the preferable future to help guide my future thinking. Finally, I still intend to share my blog posts on Twitter, as I did with my pitch and my first blog post, to gain feedback from my audience. My main audience being the BCM325 cohort, as we've been interacting with films on social media and shaping our ideas of how films should address current cultural standards by looking at how they have done so in past films. Additionally, I hope to gain some engagement with other members of the public that are also passionate about films, to build a discussion on the power of social media in changing culture and thus the film industry. This will hopefully create a feedback loop that I'm looking for in my DA.